Good morning, people. Yep, it's that time again. We've got, well, yeah, yeah. And we've got an ego for Roja. So let's do Rodion first, just because I feel like she's probably going to have less shenanigans to her. And then we'll go over to... Yeah, we'll go over to Heathcliff afterwards. This is Into the Sunset Rodion. Zayan. Or Zion? I'm not sure. So this one is vying for the role that, what is it? What his cast has. It'll gain, its awakening is a 1 coin, blunt lust skill, that gains clash power based on the burn and bleed on all targets. Heals allies with the lowest HP percentage up to Y% of her max HP. Of their max HP, okay. And applies Scarlet Moth to said allies, which heals HP equal to the stack, SP equal to heals HP based on the stack, heals SP equal to the stack, and lose that part of that stack at the end of the turn. Okay. That's a pretty good start. And then it also heals more allies based on the Lust Resonance, so kind of a bleed ego. Shit. Forgot to turn off my alarms. Shit. I should do that now. Yeah, sorry about that. Give me a minute. Thank you for your time, for giving me a minute. Now, let's get back to this. She heals additional allies based on Lust Resonance. If the healed ally equips a Lust skill, also heals SP on that ally. Okay. So, definitely a bleed ego. And if somehow, some way, they decide that, yes, they want to make a Lust burn team, that can also go there. Because it's based on burn and bleed. The corrosion, it discriminate targets randomly, of course. 2 coin, Lust Unbreakable. It's also got, it's blunt damage. It deals more damage based on the bleed and burn. If there's Wrath or Lust a resonance, then the damage is boosted. Lose base power based on the number of cracked coins. At the end of the attack, apply a certain amount of Scarlet Moth between an all or a random number of allies. Yeah. It's not as consistent, but probably has more highs. Coin 1. Oh, right, I forgot the coins on the Awakening. Shit. So, the Awakening will inflict bleed and burn, and then at the end of the coin, it will inflict Wrath and Lust Fragility next turn. Okay. Okay, now for the coins of the corrosion. Yeah, sorry. Inflicts burn and burn count on hit for that first coin, as well as wrath vigilated next turn, and bleed count for the second coin with lust fragility next turn. Okay, that's not bad. And as for the passive, if leftmost base attack skill on the dashboard is a wrath or lust skill, at attack end, deal X% of the damage dealt against the main target with that skill as its corresponding affinity damage to a random enemy. Okay. I mean, that's probably like 5 or 10%, but that can definitely help with bosses and such. If this unit dealt the maximum possible of damage with the above effect, gain affinity damage up for the corresponding affinity next turn, and disable the above effect from triggering for X turns. Damn. Okay, that doesn't seem too great, but it might have some uses. Ricardo. Only one page? Oh. Holy, that's a lot of envy. That's a lot of envy. Okay. Skill 1. 3 coin, blunt skill, kicking. Burn and bleed? Why has he got burn? I mean, okay. Okay, so gains coin power based on the burn, or if the target has enough burn and bleed. On use, if target has vengeance mark, gains final power. Aggro to the skill slot next turn. Okay. Lowers the user's stagger threshold. Okay. If target has vengeance mark, heal SP. I think that's the book. Yeah, probably the book. Coin 2 inflicts bleed and burn. Coin 3 also inflicts bleed and burn. Skill 2. Watch your back. 3 coin envy blunt skill. Coin power bit if enough burn and bleed. Combat start, apply offense level up to adjacent allies on the dashboard. If this skill gains, that skill gains offense level based on the resonance. If target has vengeance mark, gain final power. Gain aggro to the skill slot next turn. Inflict bleed count and burn count. Inflict bleed. Inflict paralyze and burn. Okay. Paralyze. Haven't seen that in a while. We're going to skip over the skill 3 for now. And go over to his defense skill. Payback. 2 coin blunt counter. As sum of X plus envy resonance use my hair coupons as counter, which is most likely 6. Combat start, heal X or envy resonance plus X SP for all, or for a number of the middle faction allies, including that unit, that have the lowest SP. Combat start, gain X% missing HP as shield. Coin 1, inflicts burn. Coin 2, inflicts bleed. Skill 3. Hair coupons. Say 1 coin. Envy blunt skill. Gains final power based on the burn and bleed on target. Gains final power for every X resonant envy resonance. Probably 2. Might be 1 though. This skill gains highest resonance offense level. Oh my god, that okay. So that can go up to 12. Because it doesn't say divide by. Unless there's a max, of course, that it's... Unless there's a hidden cap that they never show. If the target has a vengeance mark, gain final power. At X plus NVA resonance, gain attack weight. At X plus Book of Vengeance Heathcliff, gain attack weight. Deal more damage based on the X's attack weight beyond number of actual targets. Okay. On kill, gain Vengeance Tattoo based on the number of enemies you killed using this skill. Unbreakable Coin, inflict bleed and burn, deal more damage based on the envy resonance, and okay, let's see, more damage based on the envy resonance, based on the damage of the skill as extra blunt damage. Okay, that's a lot of damage. Complete and total extermination. I don't see any way to use this yet, though, so we will check the passives. Book of Vengeance. When any ally from the middle is hit by an enemy, inflict Vendetta mark. Okay. And gain Book of Vengeance Heathcliff. Ally death, gain a lot of Book of Vengeance Heathcliff. Turn start, gain X Vengeance Tattoo, or at X Vengeance Tattoo, or X plus Vengeance Tattoo, apply the following effects. Replace a base skill with complete and total extermination. Okay. If the skill becomes inaccessible due to being replaced by a different skill, activate the above skill again. Change battle music until turn end. Okay, so we just get to hear he gets his own boss music. Okay. Complete and total extermination. 1 coin, envy blunt skill. Deals more damage based on the amount of missing HP on himself. Oh, yeah, can't be reused, by the way. Gains final power based on the burn and bleed on target. On main target, okay. Skill gains offense level based on the resonance. If target has vengeance mark, gain final power at X plus Book of Vengeance Heathcliff. Gain attack weight. Probably 20 plus, honestly. Deal more damage based on the excess attack weight beyond actual targets. On kill, gain an ego resource for a random least owned affinity for every and then attack and consume X vengeance tattoo on self. Unbreakable coin. If target is staggered, deal more damage. Okay. Inflict bleed, burn, tremor. Inflict tremor burst, then reduce target's tremor count. Then also deal damage based on the envy resonance, and yeah. Jesus Christ. He's gonna hit hard with that. Combat start, the turn this unit substituted in or returned to the field. Use my hair coupons on a random target. Holy shit, dude. Okay, middle tattoo resonance. Combat start. Middle faction allies that have equipped defense skills this turn take less damage from unopposed attacks. For the turn. At X plus envy resonance, middle faction allies adjacent to this unit cannot be staggered by damage as long as they have usable counter skills equipped in their slots. Excludes force staggers. At X plus envy resonance, this effect applies to all middle faction allies. This is probably once per ally per encounter, but that's still pretty strong, bro. Passive, the Big Brother. Combat start, gain vengeance tattoo based on the envy resonance. If I had to say, this is probably like 1 for every 3 or 4. Maybe even 5. If an enemy attacked a middle faction ally, including this unit, use skill 1 as an unopposed attack on that enemy. Support passive, Chains of Loyalty. If any of the middle faction allies are killed during combat in this turn, all middle faction allies gain attack power up this turn and next turn. Okay, that seems pretty mid. Okay, so Heathcliff is insane, and Rodion is meh. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.